Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here, my WWE Raw review for tonight, Monday, January 25th, 2016. Taking place from Miami, Florida, American Airlines Center Arena. One of them's in Dallas, one of them, there's American Airlines Arena, American Airlines Center. I can't, I'm confused. One's in Dallas, one's in Miami. Of course, Dallas, the home of WrestleMania. We're heading down that road to WrestleMania, but tonight was all about the Royal Rumble aftermath and also getting ready for Fastlane. We got the main event of Fastlane named tonight. And we had a big return, which we kind of knew, but it was still kind of cool. That was one of many highlights of Raw tonight after the Rumble. I thought it was a decent Raw tonight, some decent action, some progression. So it was a fun after pay-per-view Raw, because sometimes after pay-per-view Raws are rematch paloozas. But I thought it was a good after pay-per-view Mania. After pay-per-view Raw, should I say. Of course, the main event of Fastlane, the winner of that match that was named tonight would be taking on Triple H at WrestleMania. Of course, Vince, and Stephanie came out to celebrate the victory of Triple H in the Royal Rumble match last night, screwing over Roman Reigns, getting the ultimate victory. Now, I made some references in my Royal Rumble review. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on this channel, my YouTube channel. I compared it to 1999. A lot of comparisons to 1999 Rumble. Reigns playing the Austin role of being the public enemy of the authority, of the corporate head of the company, and replacing number one and losing, like Austin did in 99. So we shall see what happens with Reigns as we head down this road. Triple H was like, it's good to be king. Then Roman Reigns is a broken mind. Then he's like, you in the crowd, you tucked your tail between your legs and run away. And he's saying that everyone needs to learn their place. That Roman Reigns does not deserve to be champion. She's got something missing. Respect. Woman's got more than respect missing. He's missing charisma and mic skills. Watch him in the WWE 24 special. He was like, at WrestleMania 31, he was like, oh, it's just meant to be. I was born for this day. It feels like I was made to be here today. Man, that's why people don't like him. But Triple H is like, no one else is above me. No one else is above you because you won't let anyone else be above you, Triple H. You won't push Neville. Go down the line, people that should be pushed more than you, buddy. Yes, you made NXT, which I applaud you for. Which I'm looking forward to the show in Detroit, by the way. NXT Detroit on Saturday. Cannot wait for that. At Royal Oak. But please try to push more people next year for the woman match. Hell, I would love to see Ambrose win it. He was in the final two. Maybe we'll get an unpredictable winner next year, unlike the last couple years. But as I said in my review last night, and everyone seems to agree, the woman match did not ruin the pay-per-view and did not leave us with a bad taste in our mouths like we have the last 2 years. A lot more positives than negatives in the entire pay-per-view, not just the woman match itself. So the McMahons were celebrating. That's when they announced that they will be announcing the main event tonight of Fastlane. We're down to our first matchup. Kevin Owens against Dolph Ziggler. Owens. I can't believe he was walking because he was limping a little bit after that great last man standing match last night at the Rumble. And everyone's in consensus, and I am too, that it was the best match of the night was that last man standing for TVPG. Last man standing. It was violent and awesome. This match was pretty good to open up Raw between two former IC champions and great workers in Ziggler and Owens. With great back and forth after these guys. Crowd was decent for the most part. They didn't throw a match, but at least it was the right match. Especially guys in costume. Would you be involved a lot tonight? There was a couple guys front row dressed as Taker, Macho, and Hogan. Can't believe you mentioned Hogan after all the bullshit he went through over the summer. This is another topic for another video, though. But they'll be involved a lot in the show. But Fun match between these guys. Owens looked pretty good. Trying to go for the cannonball splash at one point. But Ziggler went out of it. Nasty German suplex from Owens. Ziggler gave us some nice kicks. And of course, he didn't go for the famous at one point. And the zigzag, too. Trying to go for both his big moves. Great action for both these great, tremendous workers. And Ziggler's going for a big move. But Owens got back up. Nailed him with the pop-up powerbomb and 1, 2, 3 victory for Kevin Owens. I love Ziggler. Would love to get pushed, even though WWE's had their chances. They fucking blew it. Like they blew it, the Ascension, many others. But love Ziggler, but Owens needs a push right now. He had a great feud with Ambrose, which I think is ending. And it was a great feud, you know. They put their time and effort into this feud. They didn't just throw these two guys together and put no effort into it. They put a lot of effort in this feud, and it paid out with a great last man standing match, as I kept saying. So there you go. Fun matches open up with Owens and Ziggler. We could see Owens feud against a certain phenomenal one. Next up, we have the Social Job Squad. I mean, the Social Outcasts. I feel like they are the Social Job Squad. They had a great debut, but now they've been knocked out by Big Show. And tonight, since they were in Miami, they had a little interaction with the singer of the WrestleMania theme song, My House, Flow Rider. But it was a fun segment. I liked the segment. May seem corny to some people. I liked the interaction with the Social Outcast and Flow Rider. And I like Social Outcast's chemistry. You know, they have good chemistry, but it's missed one jobbing a lot. You know? And then Flow Rider came into the ring, wanted to challenge Heath to a rap battle, but instead, Bo Dallas got it. Bo Rider! Bo Rider! Took the mic, and I actually liked it. My name is Bo, and I'm here to say. It was kind of corny. I mean, see, people can think it was kind of corny, but funny. Especially mentioning Full House references. But Full House got no skills. Look at the Dudley Boys. Here come the Dudley Boys. As they will take on Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. With the other two in their corner, and Flow Rider in the corner of the Dudleys. Despite some great offense from the Axel Man, not Axel Mania, but Axel, Curtis Axel. And of course, Bo Dallas coming with big moves. But then the Dudley Boys came back in, especially with Devon got the hot tag. Covers big clotheslines and shoulder tackles. The big splash, even doing a and even Flow Rider got involved in the match. Of course, Slater and Flow Rider were getting on, and this strategy would capitalize for the Dudley Boys. After the what's up, here comes the 3D and the 1, 2, 3 victory for the Dudleys. A short but a little fun matchup. Even with Flow Rider's involvement. Like, Social Outcast had such a big start. You know, had a great start with their, their introduction, but now they're like the social Job Squad. Josh from Tough Enough got a lot of heat for calling him that on Twitter. But almost sad. It is true. It is sad for someone who is working at the company to say that. Or when you're someone like me who just commentates on the company and what they're doing. I mean, I can in much trouble as Josh did. But it is almost sad but true that they're all the Social Job Squad. Because, not to a big show, and now look what happened. Then, next matchup, we have the Raw debut of AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, who may be feuding with Owens soon after being eliminated by Owens in a Rumble matchup last night. Raw and AJ Styles, two things you thought would never come together, yet they did. And AJ's first match on Raw, Y2J Chris Jericho. He's had a little bit up and down with his comeback. I think Jericho might be turning heel here. I think getting over with his own 1999 gimmick isn't catching on. So I think he's going to turn heel again. It looked like it tonight. And a great matchup between these two guys. It's kind of like a dream matchup because these two guys are great, tremendous wrestlers who kind of like polar opposites, but kind of like a lot in common. They've been around the world, they've worked in Japan and all these great countries, all these great organizations. The only difference was Jericho was never in TNA. Yeah, Mr. AJ was. And of course, Jericho was also not in Ring of Honor. So these two were a great matchup. Jericho looked good in this match. So did AJ. First match on Raw. He hasn't done a Styles Clash yet. Are they like banning that move or something? His music's okay. Need to work on his music. But he hasn't done a Styles Clash yet. Maybe he's saving it for another event. Maybe they're working on his finish. Maybe they want a new finish for him instead of the Styles Clash. But please don't ban the Styles Clash. You fucking ban the club stop for safety. Don't ban the damn Styles Clash. Please. And still use that name. Don't change the name. It was fun back and forth. It was a wrestling clinic. He had great rest holds in the matchup and a lot of grappling. A lot of great action with Jericho doing great moves, including, of course, the was Jericho at one point. They called it the Lion Table. It was a sit down version was of Jericho. The Lion Table, which was, of course, this move back in WCW. AJ was there too, near towards the end though, when Jericho was in WWE. That's another thing they had in common. They're both in WCW. Jericho in the beginning of the Monday Night Wars and AJ near the end of the Monday Night Wars. Great physical attribute. Styles took a lot of bumps, especially on the outside. He's had some back issues the last couple months. Cause I was at a Ring of Honor event back in October, and Kalamazoo was supposed to wrestle, but he got injured right before that. So I'm surprised he took all those bumps, not just at the one match, but also during this match too, against Jericho. And then there was a couple of spots with them like doing doubles, like they were doing shoulder tackles and bump into each other. And there was a couple of near falls, like a little bit of a pin, like backslide, Northern Lights, suplex, go for like near falls. It was a very physical matchup. The crowd was really in AJ's favor. There were some Jericho fans too. Jericho even went for lights on one point. And as Styles was teasing Styles Clash, Jericho counted into a wall, but then AJ countered with a wall up. 1, 2, 3 victory for the Phenomenal One in his Raw debut. Jericho's here to push the young talent, or in this case, push talent coming in to the WWE. Welcome to the big time, kid. Welcome to the pros. And AJ shook Jericho's hand, but Jericho pushed him in. Like he pulled him. Teasing a possible heel turn. Even during the interview, Jericho's like to AJ, welcome to the big time, bro. Like, pushed him. So we may get a heel turn from Jericho. Especially at the match tonight. And I love Jericho heel. I love Jericho anything. Jericho can do anything. He'd be a good heel or good babyface. So there you go. Great fun matchup in AJ's debut matchup in the WWE. And hopefully more to come for the Phenomenal One. On to the next matchup. Sasha Banks returned, and what a moment that was last night. That we finally got to see the groundwork being laid down for the feud that I've been saying that needs to happen for a long, long time. I've been saying it every week in my videos, my Raw reviews, my pay-per-view reviews, that Charlotte and Sasha needs to happen. They need a feud on the main roster, because I love the work in NXT. Hell, I even got to see them wrestle live when I traveled from the D to see NXT in Cleveland when these two were still in NXT. And I've always loved the matches. Got to see them wrestle live in Cleveland, and they were amazing. So ever since Charlotte won the Divas Championship, I've been begging on my videos for a long time. Since Papa Mount September. When Charlotte did win the title. When Nikki Bella was still around and not injured. Here she is going for injury. And even if Nikki Bella's career comes to an end, instead of seeing it end this way. Yes, I'm not the biggest fan of Bella Twins. In the characters and the wrestling style. Nikki's better than Brie, I'll say that much. Even if Brie's better than Daniel Bryan. But it would be sad if Nikki's career is over because of a neck injury. It's sad for anyone's career to end by a career-threatening injury. Like Edge. But been waiting to see Charlotte Sasha feud for the title on the main roster to really show what this women's wrestling movement's all about. We finally got to see the groundwork for it at Royal Rumble last night, attacking Charlotte after her match with Becky Lynch. She also attacked Becky as well, she being Sasha. So tonight we had Sasha and Becky. And they had a lengthy match. A lot of time. And yet, crowd being split for these two. With a lot of people popping for Sasha. Sasha's the heel, but it's like NXT. She's a heel, but people cheer her. Because like I said, I was in Cleveland. Sasha was the clear heel, but people were cheering, including myself. I even had an all hail the boss sign. And as I mentioned in the video, I'm going to see NXT in Cleveland. Not Cleveland, but NXT Detroit in about 5 days. I gotta get my signs ready for that. So they've had matches that was like 4 minutes, but this was like very lengthy. And they had a screwy ending, but a screwy ending with a purpose. So, as I mentioned in my videos as well, I'm not the biggest fan of screwy endings, but I do mind screwy endings if they have a purpose. And this one did. Great action from these two women. We had Sasha Banks with the knee stomp. Becky looked good in this matchup, going for the disarm at one point, but Sasha got to the rope. Great action, fun match, which ended with the bank statement from Sasha Banks as Becky looked like she was going to tap out to the bank statement. Here comes Charlotte to beat up on both Sasha and Becky. And guess what? She wasn't with her dad! Hey! Keep her dad at home! I'm sorry, Charlotte. I said in my one review. Keep mentioning my one review. I'm sorry. But Charlotte needs to get rid of her dad. She can be a heel like her dad. She can be a dirty player in the game like her dad. But she doesn't need her dad to really emphasize more on it. You know, she's a heel on her own. She was a heel NXT on her own. I know her dad was there when she beat Natalya for the NXT Women's title back in 2014, but he was on the sidelines, not physically getting involved like he has been in the last couple weeks. And look, I love the ending. You know, when Charlotte beat up on Becky and Sasha, here's what I think. And Charlotte standing on top of the world. You know, I love those here at NXT. And she was without a dad. So let's keep it that way. I think we're going to see a triple threat between Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte and not WrestleMania, but Fastlane. And one-on-one, Sasha, Charlotte at Mania. They deserve to shine at Mania. These two are the brightest shining divas of the 4 horsewomen. They were the 2 brightest. I love Bayley too. And Becky. But Sasha and Charlotte have been the shining stars of the 4 horsewomen of NXT. Mentioned I love their work. Big fan of their work, especially when I saw them live. I'm happy to finally get a few of the main roster and really do it right, WWE. Get this one right. You get a lot of things wrong sometimes. You've done stupid things sometimes, but for all the things you've done stupidly, make it right. Let Charlotte and Sasha have the feud they deserve and have the match they deserve at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. So there you go. And we also saw a segment, we need some new tag teams, a few with New Day instead of Usos. We have possible Golden Truth. That's a fun name. Gold Dust and All Truth. 2 comical guys who have nothing going on besides All Truth doing the my bad thing. Especially he bought a ladder match. That's like his new thing now. It's feel sad for him the whole. Like, oh, I'm in a ladder match? No, I'm not. My bad. I'm surprised if that's a t-shirt. WWE can make a t-shirt of anything. They even made a Francesca t-shirt for when they broke Francesca and it had Francesca Jr. So, and it had a Vince McMahon mugshot shirt. They can make a t-shirt out of my bad. All Truth's new catchphrase. We had a whole little Jimmy phase. Now we had the my bad phase. Now on to our next matchup. I told you earlier about the fans trolling a match, which I thought they were going to in the Rumble. Not as much. Kane and Bray Wyatt. These two did not need to wrestle. And the fans fucking trolled the hell out of it. Especially mentioned earlier about the 3 guys dressed up like Macho Man. They got more pops. You heard the Wendy Savage chants throughout the evening, especially during this match. And for what it was, with the fans chanting a lot, thinking like they're in New Jersey after WrestleMania. Okay, match. Kind of unnecessary, but really kind of helped Bray Wyatt trying to get over, especially with his possible feud with Brock Lesnar. We'll see if that goes through after finding out what happened at the end of the Raw when it comes to the main event of Fastlane. So Bray Wyatt beat up on Kane. What else? Like, it was okay. Like the Wyatt family didn't get involved with Kane beating up on all the Wyatt members at one point. But that distraction from all the Wyatt members at ringside would capitalize for Bray, sucking him in with a big move, nailing with his sister Abigail, and a 1-2-3 victory for Bray Wyatt. A short little okay matchup with Kane. Kind of unnecessary, but hey. Bray Wyatt go over, especially after the Rumble. Trying to capitalize on him, taking out Lesnar. Not just a Raw last week, but also in the Rumble match itself, with him eliminating Lesnar with the help of the Wyatts. Now on to our next segment with the mystery return. It was, of course, hinted that there was going to be a return tonight of a superstar. Could it be Randy Orton? Could it be Daniel Bryan? By the size of my attack sports, we will all want on this. Predictable, but fun. We were in Miami tonight, so we could smell from a mile away who was going to be, and it was The Rock indeed. We saw the limo pull up, Miz came out of it, but then Rock came from a pickup truck. Fun little backstage segment with Rock walking backstage, and saying hi to everybody, including making fun of Miz's outfit. Whenever Rock comes back, it's always fun to see him back. Full-time, part-time, it's the fucking Rock. He owns the crowd when he comes back. You know what I mean? He is The Rock. He will always have that charisma. He lights up a room, unlike his cousin Woman, who cannot light up a room. He has no personality. He has no charisma, like the most electrifying man. What was funniest interactions backstage when he was talking to Big Show about saying that, oh, I eliminated you for the one match back in 2000. That was like the most watched Rumble when I was a kid was Rumble 2000. One of my friends recorded it on video and I watched it like crazy. My brother did too. And he's like the casting director of The Mummy Returns. Casted whoever won to be the Scorpion King. Like, Big Show, if you would have won, you would have been a movie star like me. And Big Show was like crying. He fucking laughed out. Just gonna feel but funny. Then you had the Lana interaction. Of course, Rock's last big thing was when he interrupted Rusev in Brooklyn. And had a great interaction with him. And Lana's like, I'm engaged. Now. And talk about all these positions. Saying that, oh, Rusev, your new wife is flexible. As hell. That's kind of a funny interaction too. And of course, Rock was like saying, are you ready, my man? And boom, it came out. Had a great speech about WrestleMania. He went off script. He interacted with the people up front that were dressed up like the superstars. That was cool. I wondered if the script was on his hand, though. Oh, God. Cena made fun of him during their feud about Rock having things on his hand. But he interacted with the fans. He's like, I'm ready for WrestleMania. Of course, Rock will be in WrestleMania 32, but in what capacity, we still don't know. And I was watching this segment with The Rock, talking with the fans about laying down the SmackDown at Mania, but what about tonight? And I was like, we haven't seen New Day yet. If New Day can interact with Jericho, I think it's New Day's time to interact with The Rock. And why not Q? Here comes Big E. Oh, Miami! Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your two-time champs and feel the power. I'm not going to put on the shirt. I'll just show it today. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. I feel that New Day's interaction with The Rock better than the interaction with Jericho. Jericho went the Cody route with the Woody Tooty Booty. Rock went attitudinal, swore on doing it, and calling them unicorn horns llama penises. Not as Cody as Woody Tooty Booty, but I'll take it. And their interaction was a whole lot better. Whole lot better. And I love that New Day was. I love New Day's promo. They're like the funnest thing. You know what I mean? They of course mentioned like we're black guys like Rock. Because Rock was like, I'm looking at the commentators, Michael Cole, JBL, and some black guy I don't know. Byron Saxton. So the New Day came out, like I said, and somehow how they beat everybody. And they did like another new band. New Day. Woo! Talk about Rock Me. Booty-o. It was just a fun promo for these guys again. Proving why they're all like the funnest thing about Wall right now. Because, dude, they rocks with the Rock. You know what I mean? And Rock was like, I know who you are. You're entertaining. But I love what he said, like, you can put when they went in a huddle, when Rock wanted to beat them candy asses, wanted to shove Francesca up all their asses. He's like, you put a team huddle, you're the cornholes in a circle. See, now that's Cody and Jericho. And then Rock brought out his familia, his family, Usos. Beat up on the New Day. And Rock laid down the SmackDown. Rock bottoming Big E. Taking down Kofi. And of course, spine bust for Xavier. Xavier always gets like the big spots. He's like this mouthpiece that everyone wants to see his ass kicked. He's the one that's going through the tables. And he's the one that took the people's elbow from the Rock tonight. So there you go. Usos, I've said it in my Rumble review, Usos need to feud with somebody else. And so does New Day. New Day needs some new blood, some new meat instead of the Usos. They had a good match in the Rumble. Build was weak, but I like the match though. Especially that big ending. You know, when Big E caught Jay after he was going for a frog splash and Big E caught him in midair for the big ending. That was cool. For a guy to do that of Big E's size, that was awesome. So there you go. Fun segment. People may say, oh, New Day got destroyed or buried, but hey, New Day got attacked by the Rock. Come on, it's the fucking Rock. Then you have a Divas match. You had a great Divas match that was long. And then you had another short one that diminishes what the Divas Revolution's trying to avoid. Short matches with no time given. Feel bad for Natalya. She had a short match last week. No, a short match tonight. She teamed up with Paige. God, were they feuding at one point? They were feuding at one point. Now they're friends again. WWE logic for it never explains anything. Explain why they're back together besides they're on Total Divas together. That's not an explanation, WWE. So they took on the leftovers of Team Bella. Now that Nikki's gone, this is getting their asses kicked every week. Brie and Alicia Fox. Short match. It was just, this is the Divas matches we were getting used to. It was short, no time at all, stupid. Until the NXT Divas came in. Like, Sasha and Becky tonight was like the antithesis of what the Divas Revolution is for. Giving the Divas time and effort. Not giving them 4-minute matches with no effort put into them like this match was. And Natalya deserves better than this. Age 2. They don't need to beat up on the Bellas every fucking week. Bella team every fucking week. Brie was in effect with the Daniel Bryan kicks. Natalya. The Paige got a hot tag in. Some big moves. Even go for the PTO at one point. Miss Brie. But Alicia Fox breaks it up. Natalya took Alicia out. Rampage to Brie. And a 1-2 victory for Paige and Natalya. Short match. Not what we're going for the Divas. Like, we took a step forward in the Divas Revolution. Took a couple steps back with this very short, meaningless mess of a match. Next up, The Miz, so it can be interrupted, took on the new United States Champion. Yeah, no rematch from Del Rio tonight. Against Kalisto Lucha. Fun match. I dig it. Miz looked decent against the U.S. Champion. And not as much botches like he did against Del Rio last night. Better effort from Kalisto. Hey, it's the new U.S. Champion. Fun moves. Miz coming with some big moves, including, of course, his big splash in the corner. Even whipping a piece of Sin Cara's mask. Like some thing in the back of his mask. Look, a little tail thing in the back. He whipped it off, Miz did. In the middle of the match, comes with big forearms, some big clothesline moves, some drop kicks. But then Kalisto, after getting a start to Miz for the most of the later half of the matchup, Kalisto came back in high style with his big high-flying offense of Inzaguri's. Some sweet board sentons and all that quick stuff. I like the ending, though. Miz came with his high-flying move, setting up the skull. Yeah, skull crushing finale. And Miz was setting it up, but Kalisto countered it into the Selena Del Sol. I love that counter. And a 1-2-3 victory for the new United States Champion, Kalisto. And a fun effort. Decent matchup for me. The co-main event, not bad. Miz looked decent in the matchup, but Miz is a jobbing machine now. That's Kalisto, the new star on the rise. Needs a bit more adamant. You know, he's not just being an underdog guy. He's someone more relatable than just an underdog character. But he's on the rise. You know, with Sin Cara being out for a while with a shoulder injury, he did some for Sin Cara, for Sin Cara's partner to do while he's out. And with Cena gone too, they took the opportunity, and now Kalisto's U.S. champion again. Longer than a day. Yeah, just don't let him lose on SmackDown again. Please. Don't make the mistake like he did last time. When you had Kalisto win and play hot potato with Del Rio. Let the hot potato game come to an end. Let Kalisto keep it for a good amount of time. Longer than Reigns and his title reign. And speaking of Reigns, let's get on to our main event. Tag team affair. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Teaming up against Rusev and Sheamus. Like the millionth time these four faced up against each other. In any way, shape, or form. In tag matches or singles matches. Speaking of, they need new people to feud. I know the roster's thin because of injuries. Come on. Anyway. Okay, a tag team affair from these four guys with Reigns and Ambrose coming with some high-flying styles before Ambrose would get cornered and isolated by Rusev and Sheamus in the corner. Some big moves, even Sheamus going for the 10 feet to the boundary at one point. Which he kind of did. And as Ambrose was getting isolated with big moves from both Rusev, suplex and nasty kicks. Ambrose would come in with the lunatic clothesline on Sheamus. And that opportunity, I think, to isolate. Here comes the hot tag to Reigns coming in. Yeah, that's much bruise like he did in Orlando. Because if he would have won last night, there would have been a freaking riot. Last night at the Rumble. So the Reigns gives some big moves. Drive by on the outside of the Rusev. Big boots, big moves. Close on him in the corner a couple times. Set up the Superman punch. But then Del Rio and Barrett distracted him from the outside. And Rusev would capitalize with a big super kick. And Sheamus got the tag in. Delivering a boom kick to Reigns. Gets the pin, but near fall. It is Ambrose. Delivered a big elbow on Rusev on the outside, setting him out. Sheamus got set up for the spear. And a 1-2-3 victory for Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. And okay, decent little tag team main event to end Raw. As they were celebrating, here comes Stephanie McMahon to announce the main event for Fastlane and who was going to be in basically a number of contenders match and who would win and face Triple H at WrestleMania 32. Now, I was looking, and I was like, that would be interesting if we see Reigns against Ambrose. You know, Shield brothers need to feud each other and separate Reigns from being a Shield guy. You know, they kept bringing up the Shield with him with the same entrance, the same outfit. He hasn't evolved. And he's still partners with the Shield brethren, Ambrose. But now, it is going to be them one-on-one at Fastlane. But they get another guest. Yeah, ourselves a triple threat match to determine who would face off against Mr. Triple H. We have the Roman Empire, the Lunatic Fringe, and the Beast. Yep, they're not going to have Lesnar Wyatt. They're going to have Lesnar, Ambrose, and Reigns at Fastlane to see who would go on to face off against Triple H at WrestleMania. I kind of said in my Royal Rumble, I think we're headed towards Reigns and Triple H. Because I mentioned about Reigns being the Austin of this scenario. Austin, number one draw in the Rumble. The most hated guy of the corporation at the time. Taken out of the match. He came back. He lost. Vince won the Rumble. But Austin would go on to Mania and become the WWE Champion. We may head in that same direction. Reigns, number one draw in the Rumble, taken out of the match. He came back. He lost. The Boss won. Triple H won. Reigns may go on to Mania and beat the Boss for the title. Might be heading in that direction. But no matter who wins, predictable or not, it is going to be a fun triple threat match at Fastlane. And I just so happen to be going to the Wall after Fastlane. Wall's in Detroit the next day. And I'm going to be at that Wall after Fastlane. So it'll be very intriguing to see what goes down at that Wall after Fastlane. So try to make Fastlane a big pay-per-view. Well, guess what? For the second year in a row, Reigns is in a number one contendership match. Last year, he had to defend his number one contendership in a match against Daniel Bryan. This year, he's in another number one contenders match for Mania at Fastlane. This time against Ambrose and Lesnar. Now, here's my thing about Reigns. Nothing against Reigns and his style, but they really need to give it up. Every time they try to push him as champion, people don't want him as champion. People, move on. You try to put so much effort, and despite your sometimes genuineness and not forcing it down our throats, it still doesn't work. People just simply do not want Reigns. You try to do so much to make him look good, but we just don't want him as champion. He's not the guy. He doesn't have a charisma. He doesn't have the mic skills. He has cordiality jokes. More cordial than Cena's jokes. At least Cena tries, and he has more charisma than freaking Reigns does. So there you go with that. See what they do with Reigns if you're heading towards Mania, especially in this big match with Lesnar and Ambrose. See who would face Triple H at WrestleMania. And that is it for my Raw review tonight. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. See ya! Oh yeah.